The ultra-wealthy have more time than you do. Most people think this is because they live longer. The real answer is they live more life per hour. They have discovered that time is a currency you can buy, sell, and multiply. The strategies they use seem impossibly out of reach, but the underlying principles are universal. Where do you stand? By the end of this, you might realize you're leaving years of your life on the table. The most visible way the rich buy time is through brute force delegation. This is the world of private chefs, chauffeurs, personal assistants, and full-time housekeepers. An executive who never has to cook a meal, clean a dish, or sit in traffic saves conservatively 3 to 4 hours a day. That's over 1,000 hours a year. Across a 40-year career, that is more than 40,000 hours. It's 5 full years of waking life, brought back and reallocated. This math is simple. It's the direct exchange of money for hours. A person earning millions per year can easily justify paying someone $50,000 a year to handle all life administration. Their own time is simply worth more. You trade money you have for time you want. This is level 1 of the game. It's effective, but it's also the least interesting part of the equation. That sounds convincing, but it's just the arithmetic of hiring help. The real leverage is something else entirely. It assumes the goal is just to have more free time. The deeper goal is to amplify the impact of the time you have. A private chef doesn't just save you the hour it takes to cook. They save you the 30 minutes of deciding what to eat, the hour spent at the grocery store, and the constant low-level cognitive load of meal planning. The true product being sold is not time, it's focus. It's the removal of 1,000 tiny decisions that drain your mental battery before you even get to the work that matters. The wealthy aren't just buying back empty hours. They are buying back the best version of themselves to use during those hours, and yet even this misses the most powerful strategy of all. The real game is buying information and access. A business owner can spend 2 years and $500,000 trying to enter a new market through trial and error, or they can pay an expert $50,000 for a 2-hour consultation that gives them the exact roadmap, warns them of the 3 critical pitfalls, and connects them with the one person they need to know. They just bought 2 years. They spent a fraction of the cost of failure to purchase a guaranteed outcome. This happens in every field. In medicine, it's the difference between waiting 6 months to see a standard specialist and paying for a same-day appointment with the world's leading expert who can diagnose the issue instantly. This isn't about skipping the line. It's about jumping to the last page of the book. Why read the chapters on failure when you can pay to have the conclusion read to you? This kind of leverage is so powerful that it creates its own gravity. But there's a problem. All of these examples, the private chefs, the elite consultants, the top-tier medical access, feel completely unattainable for the average person. It reinforces the idea that this is a game only for billionaires. It seems to prove that if you don't have immense capital, you are stuck trading your life hour by hour for a paycheck. You're forced to learn every lesson the hard way. You must endure the friction, the waiting, the cognitive drain, because you can't afford to buy your way out of it. It feels like a separate reality, and if you believe that, you've already lost. The tools of the wealthy are expensive. The mindset is free. You can copy the strategy on any budget. It starts by changing the unit of measurement. You must know what an hour of your time is worth. If you make $60,000 a year, that's roughly $30 an hour. This number is your new decision-making filter. Is it worth spending an hour of your weekend mowing the lawn when you could pay a neighborhood kid $20 to do it? You just made a $10 profit on that hour, which you can now invest in something else. This is the first step, treating your time like a professional asset, even when you're off the clock. Buying pre-chopped vegetables at the store for $2 more isn't laziness. It's a calculated purchase of 15 minutes of your life. Using a grocery delivery service for a $5 fee isn't a luxury. It's a transaction where you sell $5 to buy back 90 minutes of your weekend. You are the chief executive of your own life. Start acting like it. That logic is powerful, but it requires a difficult psychological shift. Most people are raised with a do-it-yourself mentality. Spending money on something you could do yourself feels wasteful, irresponsible, or even shameful. It feels like a confession of inadequacy. We feel pride in assembling our own furniture, changing our own oil, or cooking a complex meal from scratch. The sacrifice of time is seen as a virtue. To overcome this, you have to see the trade-off with brutal clarity. The hours you spend on a $10 an hour task when you could be earning 30 is a net loss. It's the equivalent of showing up to your professional job and handing your boss $20 for every hour you work. You would never do that, yet you do it every weekend. The friction you need to overcome is internal. It's the deeply ingrained belief that saving money is always more important than saving time. So you start delegating small tasks. You start buying back your hours in 30-minute increments. What about the next level? How do you buy access and information without a millionaire's bank account? You buy the book. Instead of watching 50 free ad-supported videos on a topic, you spend $20 on a single well-researched book by a world expert. That author has compressed a decade of their life and $1 million of research into a format you can absorb in 5 hours. You are purchasing condensed time and curated knowledge. You can hire a coach for a single 1-hour session to solve a specific problem that has been holding you back for months. That $150 might save you a year of spinning your wheels. The principle is the same. You are paying to skip the learning curve. The scale is different, but the strategy is identical. The wealthy pay to avoid mistakes. You can too. You just have to choose which mistakes are worth paying to avoid. This leads to the most subtle and powerful principle you can copy: proactive friction removal. The wealthy live in a world designed to be seamless. They use services that eliminate logistical hurdles and decision fatigue. First-class travel means no security line. A personal assistant means never having to reschedule a dentist appointment. A private banker means a mortgage is approved with a single phone call. The cumulative effect is a massive conservation of mental energy. How do you replicate this? You build systems. You put all your bills on autopay. Once, you spend 3 hours setting it up, and you buy back hours of mental space every single month for the rest of your life. You create a simple uniform for work, like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg did. You make one decision about what to wear, and you eliminate a small but recurring drain on your willpower every single morning. You spend one Sunday afternoon meal prepping for the week. You make a handful of decisions once, instead of dozens of decisions scattered throughout the week when your energy is low. These systems seem small, they feel almost trivial, but their effect compounds. Every decision you eliminate is a unit of cognitive energy saved. Every automated task is a portion of your future self's attention that you've just freed up. It's like closing down background applications on a computer. Suddenly, the machine runs faster. You have more processing power available for the things that actually demand it, solving complex problems at work, being present with your family, or learning a new skill. The rich use money to hire an army of people to manage their friction. You can use discipline and foresight to design a system that does it for you. The result is the same: more time, better focus. Life becomes less of a frantic reaction and more of a deliberate execution. But this approach has its own blind spot. It assumes that all friction is bad. It frames life as a problem of optimization, where the goal is to create a perfectly efficient machine. Some of the most important human experiences are born from inefficiency and struggle. Learning to cook isn't just about producing food. It's about creativity, connection, and the satisfaction of craft. Fixing something with your own hands builds competence and resilience. The unplanned detour on a road trip, the conversation with a stranger while waiting in line, the very act of navigating life's messy details, these are often where meaning is found. A life that is too optimized can become sterile. A person who has delegated every basic life skill can become fragile and disconnected from the real world. They may have more time, but their life might have less texture. The pursuit of perfect efficiency can lead to a profound kind of poverty. This reveals the core tension of the entire debate. We are caught between two conflicting truths. On one hand, time is our most finite resource, and failing to guard it is a slow-motion form of self-sabotage. Every hour spent on a low-value task that could be delegated or automated is an hour you cannot spend with your children, on your health, or building something that matters. Your life is the sum of your hours. Wasting them is wasting your life. On the other hand, a life stripped of all friction, all challenge, all hands-on engagement with the world may be a longer life, but a thinner one. The struggle is part of the story. The process is often more important than the outcome. Removing all the obstacles can mean removing the journey itself. The question is where to draw the line. What is a soul-crushing chore, and what is a character-building challenge? The wealthy buy back their hours with money. They buy focus by outsourcing friction. This gives them the space to make high-leverage decisions that create even more wealth and more time. You can copy the exact same principles with a different currency, discipline, and strategic spending. You can buy back your minutes with a $5 delivery fee. You can buy back your focus with a $20 book. You can build systems that automate the friction away for free. Both paths lead to the same destination, more control over your time. So what do you think? The ultimate bottleneck isn't just a lack of time or money, it's a lack of clarity on what matters. Where is your life's greatest friction point right now? Are you running out of hours in the day because of chores and logistics? Or are you running out of the mental energy to use those hours for what you truly value? Where do you draw the line between productive delegation and meaningful struggle?